Inferno. NIP and Fnatic, the Swedish derby on Inferno. Can you imagine a more classic matchup in Counter-Strike? Global offensive. No, you cannot. Let me just answer that for you. We got NIP starting off on the CT side, and we can quickly see with our X-ray, because we turn the hacks on when we're spectating. You can see the movement up banana there for Fnatic as they take control of that. So it's a good spot to work from. They got 2 smokes and a flash.
Ooh, the dragon tattoo. One of the oldest Glock skins in the game. I still have mine, but I can't bring myself to not use the Glock fade. The dragon tattoo. The JW with the dragon tattoo. The chirp of birds around Inferno tells a lovely story, but the story of violence will follow. Exists in Broland with smoke grenades creeping in to a flanking position. Problem is, NIP will still have a humongous range advantage. And they've got 3 people at the back of the B bomb site, so if they see these players in CT, it's going to be target practice, although Rez will get shot in the head straight away. Now they need to converge and use their numbers advantage because Rez is just popping them like grapes one by one. The rest not showing just yet. Now they explode these NIP players on the site. The trades are there, and so is the round for Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yeah, it's a great start for the Ninjas in the Pajim Jams. Do you ever call them Jim Jams?
I didn't. No.
Do you have pajamas? Have you ever worn pajamas, James?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I remember once I had a sleepover at my place.
How old were you?
When I was a teenager.
Okay.
I was young. And I had, and I was poor as well. And I had, like, there were 3 girls, 2 dudes. And I was like, yeah, let me get all sexy. And I wore my Jurassic Park boxer shorts because they were the only boxer shorts I had and everything else was Y-front. And my mum picked me up by my boxer shorts and beat the crap out of me. I was trying to get all sexy and I got annihilated. My Jurassic Park boxer shorts. Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, someone needs to segue.
That's the definition of poverty right there.
Yeah.
Wearing Jurassic Park boxer shorts and getting beats by your mum when there are 3 girls staying at your house.
Well, anyway, 2-0 for NIP.
I was hanging in the air by my boxer shorts.
She must have been strong.
Strong African lady.
Okay, we've got the AKs out for Fnatic. Full nades pretty much as well. Dennis Edman.
Why did Jurassic Park make boxer shorts?
Dude, it's a really popular movie. Of course they're going to make as much merchandise as possible. Kids love dinosaurs, James.
I don't know why I had those. I don't know how they became a part of my wardrobe. But you know, I had to represent. Anyway, JW gets bell rung top mid through the smoke. Rez holding on to the banana position. Lekro taken down, trying to... He made a gamble play to try and put the numbers back in their favor. Didn't work out. Fair enough. Many inspections going on around the map. Inspections of rifles, inspections of butterfly knives.
Thug Life sticker.
I like a thug. I've actually stockpiled Thug Life stickers. You know, I'm all about that.
That
So
doesn't surprise me somehow.
I have about 20 in my inventory.
Trade there from Exist. Not quick enough. Or trade attempt, I should say. And there's a smoke. So you thought things were bad. Now Dennis is flanking as well. Got the Dejin. Oh no, someone else with the Dejin. That track. Famous. Flash through the smoke, not much else to do. Rez in the elevated position, good for 1. And there's YP coming in, and Broland's trying to find himself the next one. But of course, Rez just has to hide at this point, so that Broland's just locked on his position, and there's an easy flank kill from Dennis. And 4 players will survive. AK's multiplying on the CT side, and that's always really... Like, it feels really good when you're on that CT side and you've got a bunch of AKs. Obviously, when you have it on in the hands of Electro, Forest, Dennis, you know, that's definitely not a good sign for you when you're playing against that. And we'll get the We still see Tech-9s pretty commonly on the T sides. I'm still not a believer myself, but in the professional matches we do see it still often enough. ECS has a Tech-9.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
I still think the CZ is just better.
Yeah.
In every spot, really. But either way, we are going to see Fnatic looking for frags, and they've got a couple bits of utility to scrap together to try to just create space on the map. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Pistols to try and do as much damage as possible. Kevlar here and there for Fnatic. And there is Banana taken by Ninjas in Pyjamas at the minute mark. But the T's are making their way through. NIP have ground to fall back. There's a counter flash from the counter terrorists. And they could pick up some pistols as well. Deagle collected by Get Right. And 4-0 for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Get Right's been having a good week so far. I think it's reasonable to say.
I always wondered if Ninjas in Pyjamas was inspired by Bananas in Pyjamas. Do you remember that TV show? Bananas in Pyjamas?
It was a TV. I don't really recall. I remember the song, but no. I didn't know it was a TV show. You have nothing to add to that. Well then, Fnatic avoid any initial grenades. And slowly, ever so slowly, they start to walk up Banana. Things speed up with a flashbang. That's a well-placed HE grenade doing good damage. You can get a lot of mileage out of those grenades, even if they do 15 damage, because then those M4s become AKs. If they hit you in the head, you're dead. Some harassment from Fnatic, from Twist, top of Banana. Still most of the forces concentrated around top mid and apartments, as they have information to deny for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
And the waiting game only works for so long, and that's why the AWP can be awkward. Because, I mean, JW is one of the better AWPers offensively on Inferno, but it's still difficult. Until you get a post plant with the AWP, it's very difficult to use. And 30 seconds to go, and they have to try to wrap this A-bomb side. Rotation starts to move in from the likes of Get Right on Speedway, and also Rez from B. That crew will get one. Now Dennis, if he needs to get a couple frags here. Get Right, can he create some distraction? Yes, he can. They are worried about that flank slightly, but still, quick flick comes in, removes the head of Dennis, and the bomb will be planted in the nick of time. And we'll see now if Rez and Get Right from B can do much, but no, it looks like they'll get denied, and quick incendiary to at least get one kill there, perhaps. Force Brolin out of his position. But there's some covering fire, so Get Right can't do that. And Fnatic win with a classic art trap. It's quite a late strat, but it did work out really well.
Well, there we go. First round on the board for Fnatic. Spamming the Q button is Crims. With a bit of F as well. Butterfly Knife Bonanza. Right then, Liquor having a look down the middle position. Is he going to go all the way? Apparently not. Well then, let's see how things continue. Molotov just as the T start to move in, and they've got to move straight back out again. With a pop flash as well, that cost them some of their utility, and that's left exists in the red. Perfect timing from Ninjas in Pyjamas in that regard. Perfect timing.
So late Banana take perhaps from Fnatic. One option for them. As the deep smoke is now dissipated, they don't have to worry about logs. You can see that forces exist to use the Molotov there. I say force, it's not force necessarily, but if you don't want to take a risk, then you use that $400. And a nice peek coming in from Get Right. It's worked out. Now he knows the trade frag was coming. He continued to spray. Really well done by Get Right. We've seen a great performance from him today so far, earlier against LDLC. And he will continue in like fashion here against Fnatic. And Crow will find the back of Crims, and all of a sudden, Fnatic look like they're about to be reset, James.
Exist and Brolan left. Exist with 8 HP. 108 HP across 2 players. Lovely pop flash into the site, very important, but Lekro avoids all of it, and Forest is there for the second frag. 4-player survive for Ninjas in Pyjamas, and indeed, that is the big grey button on the Super Nintendo. And you've gone around to your friend's house, you've beaten him at his own game, gets angry, turns it off and says, we're going out. That is the situation. The resets. Delete the game save. There is no game save. I still remember the smoke grenade that would be thrown from CT spawn down to the bottom of Banana.
Yeah.
On the old Inferno.
I remember that one too. I actually knew that one. It's like a big run up on that.
It was a fun one to throw. I think because of the big run up and the distance, it was quite satisfying. But it's gone now.
Yeah, it was way too. It was very overpowered. Exist. There you go. There's that Tech 9. Lekro will take down JW of the Hellslayers. Reputable Counter-Strike club.
JW heading towards 007. Everybody likes that statistic.
Get right. Garrett's been beasting today. He's 11-2 right now. So it's unusual. I mean, he's definitely been the least consistent performer for NIP of late. I think for quite a long time, honestly. But today he really looks a little bit different. He's got a bit of pep to his step, James.
Pep. Like Pepto-Bismol.
I don't know.
Back on the buy, both sides. 5 AKs for Fnatic. Trying to move up Banana, but they are subject to the superior utility of Ninjas in Pyjamas. Now in a 4 versus 4, Lekro continues with the AWP. Now he starts to rotate the threat to the other side of the map, where Fnatic will be headed for the time being. 2 smokes down on Banana. So try and concentrate the resources elsewhere. Forest, he may have just exposed his shoulder. Crims continues to go for, spots the player by the library area, but he's traded by Forest. Twist now, he's gone beyond the smoke as a teammate tried to previously, but he will not be successful, just like his teammate previously. Bombs planted, 2 versus 2.
That re-smoke on Moto or Little Pit or whatever you call it is really problematic. Can't really push this. Forward smoke though will cut off positioning on Pit, and JW just sits in that smoke. It's pretty scary. Rez has no idea that he's right there. Now he sees him. Ooh, he takes him down as well. And now it's just down to Brolan, and there's a smoke which will half obscure his position towards Library. Still finds the frag, though, the continuation spray. But Lekro, he's got the AWP, he can't quite find the frag. The last bullet does it for Brolan, and he picks up the AWP. But Fnatic win the round with only one player surviving, so they are in a very fragile position after that.
That was awkward for JW. I don't know if he had the mouse wheel bug because he pulled out a grenade in the middle of a duel. But I don't know if he could see anyway, to be honest, the way the smokes work. 2 rounds for Fnatic. 2 UMPs on Crims and Exist. So despite winning the round, it looks like Ninjas in Pyjamas have the better buy. The Deagle doing damage, but there's the first frag. Rez trying to follow up with a bonus grenade, and he gets 2 frags out of it. Get right, creeping for support, but Rez will get the 3rd kill as well. Not the start you wanted. You really can't afford to be reset again, Fnatic. And Rez collects AWP out of that, just what he needs when he starts with a pistol, and he's half health. Crim's on fire. Now there is a flashbang from a teammate, and he's given his team a chance to win the round.
Yeah, good smoke on CT. Has to avoid the spray. This can be difficult. Oh, he jumps up on the top of first oranges, picks up Lekro, and all of a sudden Crims has made it very, very winnable. In fact, an advantage with that AWP post-plant is always a good one, but you can see he's going to go into an unexpected spot. You would definitely think that this AWP would be at the back of the bomb site. The nades will fly in there, but Crims is not in that very commonly used position. So maybe this is the play. He's got a crossfire, well, not anymore with Brolan as that smoke goes down and pops. Brolan is forced forwards because of that. As more nades come in. How many nades do they even have? That's the very last one. Now they have to push in with this, and Crims misses the shot. Can he make it work? Oh dear, this is, oh no, it's awkward. Is there time? It's very close. It looks like Forest will have it.
That's got to be really annoying for Fnatic, especially because Ninjas in Pyjamas didn't throw the smoke properly in the first place. There is a bench around that area near the entrance to construction, which is a common place where you throw the retake smoke from to Banana. Team Liquid throw it very commonly. You can see Taco throwing it on demos and so on. That's where I learned it. And it's consistent, so that's something that NIP need to pick up. But they will be successful in the round anyway. And Fnatic have been reset once again. Worst case scenario, as we may see a dominant half from Ninjas in Pyjamas at this rate. Only Kevlar for Crims in the 4 versus 5 for Fnatic. Flames all over Banana. But Broland's picked himself up a French gun.
Forest dropping down into the pit. He's one of the most iconic pit players in the business, but this round will not be his. As he'll get taken down, and they can't hit the shots as the cross is made. And NIP have to well, they really need to think about saving here now. They've got the orb to protect, and at this point, I mean, they're going to be reset. They can't afford to fall by next round, so you need 2 rifles at least. Obviously, one of those is an SMG, but with that AWP on Lekker's hands, you know, maybe you can give it to somebody who has the best spawn on this team. You know, Lekker can AWP, Rez can AWP, Dennis can AWP, Forest can AWP, so you might be able to get a good timing for a pick somewhere. And that could be the start of something, but this is a good start for Fnatic back into this one. They still have the ability to, of course, have a very respectable scoreline in this first half as they pick up their 3rd round. Still many rounds to go, 5 more left in this one. And where does the AWP go? Does it stay on Lekro? Obviously someone else would have to buy Kevlar, so it's perhaps between him and Rez. And Lekro will keep it. Oh, actually, okay, here we go. The force buy comes in. All right. This will be interesting. Lekro does have a good spawn into mid.
Flames around Banana. Get right, will hold on to the top, but the bottom has 2 more Fnatic players who start to move up. Could be a 3rd incoming. Dennis moving into the B bomb site. Drop from Get Right. Not sure if Fnatic can figure out. It looks like they can figure out where that came from. But Get Right's fallen off already. There is the boost, but he is long gone. 4v4. 2 CZ for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They have another smoke grenade, which has just been deployed. Not sure if it's gone in the right place. So maybe Fnatic will be held off for a time, but they are much better equipped than NIP.
Smoke there. And more harassment. Investing every single player into beat is Fnatic, but can't say the same for NIP. They've only got Get Right and Dennis there. A UMP and a CZ. It's not really the best in the world. The monsters will miss their positions though, so there maybe is a chance for them to get some damage in, but they need a rotation to come in from Lekro with the AWP. Oh, the lineup there, UMP could have been big. There it is, Dennis with 2 on that CZ, now just down to JW. A 2 versus 1 for NIP on the retake. So they've absolutely done enough here. Have Get Right and Lekro, or rather Dennis and Get Right, I should say, with 2 kills apiece. JW just goes to the raw face there. The AWP in the hands of Lekro poses quite the threat in such a position. Such a choice for JW could be deadly. As Forest creeps through the construction, JW with a close-off angle. Doesn't want to peek into the open, wants them to peek into him at this point. And that will be the case, but Forest is too quick. Upgrade for him, the AK in hand, and the defuse comes in. Very tough round for NIP to win, but they somehow managed to make it work. 2 kills from both Get Right and Dennis in 1st and 2nd oranges. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. They clawed that one from the hands of defeat. Bunched up together. 180s. Too many things to cover, it seems, for Fnatic on that push. But they got the plant. They have the AKs. They've got a fair amount of utility. So it looks like they may be good to go. How will they deal with the AWP of Lekro, though? 8-4-3 at present is Lekro. He's been comfortable with AWP so far. But we have to see how that will continue. Again, Forest has picked it up on occasion. on most occasions, I think it's fair to say, for Ninjas in Pyjamas. I think somebody wrote an article recently about the death of the dedicated sniper. The hybrid players are becoming more and more common. Haven't read it quite yet. And out come the T players through the smoke. Now, they may realize that they probably got blocked a little bit and Forest will get taken out. The pit is with Fnatic. This site is with Fnatic. Get right and Lekro around that arch position. And I think Dennis is making a play into apartment. So the post plant could be difficult here for Fnatic.
Angle onto Absol from JW, and this is just a shutout now. Surely there's 4 players in position. There is limited grenades here for the CTs. With that frag, it really should seal the deal. Rez will still try to push the issue though. The incendiary will clear out one corner of the bomb site, and you can see information has been found on positioning of Crims, but they will be backing into Crims, sorry, as it was actually exists on the bomb site, and we'll see NIP having to save the AWP. So another good response here from Fnatic. This time they actually make it work, but really I suppose the pressure was on Forest to make his play work. He went for a big gamble, and had he been successful with his play, it would likely have led NIP to a round victory, but it's one of those spots that's very difficult, and it will be the 4th round for Fnatic. Now previously when we had a situation like this in a 4-buy from NIP, it came down to Get Right and Dennis getting 4 kills on the B bomb site with a CZ and the UMP. We can't expect that to be the case, and this time they won't force buy. Rez will get a taser though. That's nice.
Nice.
Oh, he's going deep. Oh, he even had the adjustment there. Oh, the miss. It's all gone wrong, James.
It has gone terribly wrong, and this is the window for Fnatic to climb through and take all the belongings of NIP and get themselves back into this half. We'll see if they can rescue the AWP. Both players are surrounding it, and JW knows that that is the only thing of value for Ninjas in Pyjamas at this point. So he will try to keep an eye on the proceedings, and Brolan will come to help him as well. There's one player taken out, and now Dennis knows he's alive for now. See what he's able to do. Very limited in where he can run, actually. So he should take it to his opponent, but he won't last very long. 8-5. Oh, the BM twist. It's like, yeah, I'm not joining your team ever.
So come back from Fnatic. Still possible 2 rounds for them to get in the first half.
Oh, he's looking for the rare inspection twist. Very rare inspection. Pouch and knives are awesome. You heard it here first.
Should have a fast timing for that peek onto Banana. Sees nothing. Keep going. And Get Right's position is strong. It's a really powerful position. Existence loves that spot. Oh dear. Well, Get Right was too exposed. Now that's a mistake, and that's going to cost them the bomb site and perhaps the round as well. You'd expect NIP to save now. They do not have the grenades to retake this, and their economy is so battered that they may as well save what they have for the last round. So Fnatic are likely getting to 7 rounds now. I mean, they're doing really well. That's one of those really hard ones to lose though, because if Get Right is playing that position, you know, typically maybe he gets a kill, or if not, he's going to get a smoke down, and the T's can't attack the bomb site. His teammates can rotate somebody to help him out, and the round can be played. But if he goes down like that, it's just over. That's actually one of those tough spots when you're playing pugs, actually, when like one side of the map on your defense is like significantly weaker than the other, and the other team sort of starts to figure that out, and this one guy just bullies that side of the map, and you sit on the one side, just not playing the game, basically.
Yeah, send the bot off. That's the solution. Send for bot off. I was away for 2 days. I played deathmatch yesterday. I can't aim at all. It's hilarious how much it changes. Last round of the first half. That's a nice falchion knife from Monsieur Twist, throwing a Molotov towards the top of Banana, deterring Ninjas in Pyjamas from doing what they want to. They've got the smoke up there as well, so that will help them secure things. And it will concede how aggressive a position Ninjas in Pyjamas can take, which will encourage them to go back to the sides. So that is a very early take of Banana for Fnatic, and now they can do their usual shtick towards A lot quicker than one otherwise might. You can slowly see the risk increasing for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Lekro forced back into the arch position and back yet further. So the denial of information has been successful so far for Fnatic.
Push coming in towards the arch side as they want to go for the wrap, but it's being defended well here. There's 4 players ready to respond, and it's frag after frag. Blue all over the place in the kill tracker as NIP find great success in defending this one. Crim's trying to find his way back out, almost as though he wants to go back home where everything is peaceful and lovely. But no, 9-6 for NIP, taking the last round as that push onto the A bomb site will fail for Fnatic. And you can see that Rez and GetRight had a really nice half there, doing a lot of damage. GetRight slowed down towards the end of the first half, but at the beginning he was very, very strong. And Fnatic now on that CT side. It's going to be interesting to see what the work will be like here for NIP on this T side, how the calling will go for Lekro as he makes his way forwards. Getting more and more experience as an in-game leader, fresh to the role in this team. And so far, you know, definitely evolving before our eyes over the last months. That he's been doing it now. With the pistol, we'll see that he's the one with the smoke and the flash. Exists on the Fnatic side with Kit and HE grenade. And they're playing 2 players on Arch here. I like that because it's a retake setup for B. It can give up the A bombs, and also for A, sorry. Give up the A bomb sites, reinforce B with a fast rotation if it's a B rush. There's some harassment towards the B bomb sites. Keep those players on B whilst the push comes in towards A.
Jumping past the angle, and the bomb is down. That really makes things awkward and encourages the rotation, which is coming in, but will it come in fast enough? JW cannot get around the corner to safely reload his weapon, but Crims is here, quickly exposing himself to 2 players, almost killing both of them. The bomb's down on the floor again, leaving Twist as the last man standing for Fnatic. As a quick shot, leaving GetRight top mid. Now Twist doesn't know where he is. GetRight waiting for an overextension or a reload, some kind of sound cue. He's managed to go past while Twist isn't looking. So now the question is, where is Twist? Questions for both players. Does GetRight go towards B? No, he's going to rotate. Plant towards A. Twist will hear the beeps. GetRight going back towards Library. A 1-tap for Twist. And there is round number 7 for Fnatic.
You can see that. So it's actually client side where the bodies land. And for some reason, Twist really is giving it to GetRight. Oh my god.
What is that about?
That's
Must
funny.
be some banter.
GetRight is somebody that does get annoyed by that. Or at least in the past, he expressed that he would get annoyed by that. And you can see that now Twist is even going for the old teabag there as well. So, really trying to disturb GetRight. Have to see if it works. GetRight has been having a strong game so far, so I've never seen someone go to that length, actually, to try to, like, disrespect another player during a match. It's Twist, you know, it means business. But it is a mental game as much as it is anything else, so if you can find a way to throw people off, do it, as long as it's legal and within regulations. It's NIP now with the AKs. Obviously the bomb plant that GetRight was able to get helped enormously in getting these AKs out and having some nades to work with as well. So that's going for the pre-fire. They're on towards the CT spawn position. And a rotation comes back towards top mid. GetRight dinks. It's pretty rough. That's to fall back. And what is the plan here now for NIP with these AKs? 2 players have dinked, effectively. It's 3 healthy players with the AKs. Back to B, it seems.
40 seconds on the clock. 2 Desert Eagles, Ninjas in Pajamas. Behind the smoke for now. They don't have any more smokes. This needs to be it. This is the retake smoke I was talking about, which lands perfectly. You line it up with a pipe on the wall above the site, above and behind the site. It bounces just like that. That is a clean smoke. The consistent one. Pushing through is Lekro, but this is just running into the Gatling gun. It is Last Samurai in Ninjas in Pajamas of Tom Cruise. Of course, the Last Samurai is the white guy. And Rez will just have to hold on to his AK-47. So outmaneuvered with less utility. And now Fnatic are 1 round behind Ninjas in Pajamas, which looks likely for them to achieve because of the existing situation. It's basically a hero AK situation now for Ninjas in Pajamas. They'll get 2,400 for the loss of this round. Lekro's opted to pick up a Desert Eagle. Rez looking for an early engagement. Twist is having a look. Got to be careful though. See Rez charging up the middle position. Forrest having a really hard time jumping onto the balcony. In the meantime, Rez has got the first frag. Nobody else has Kevlar, so we'll probably keep the AK-47, but you want to try and take duels where that can be rescued by a teammate. In the meantime, GetRight's picked up the auto shotgun.
Love it. Not the most common buy on the T side, or common weapon to have on the T side, but we'll see if it can be effective. Crims will find kill towards B, and they're just going to be more confident that the push is coming towards A now. He didn't see anything else behind that, really. The bomb is down towards pit, though, of course, so even if NIP are able to find a way to take top mids, they've got to go back for the bomb, and Dink comes into Brolan, but the setup is good, and they'll be fine. So, 9-9. Hard to say which way this is going to go.
Well, the half only really starts now. So this is the beginning of the indicators in that respect.
Flash to second mids. It's good to just do that quite often, because even if your teammate's not peeking with it, it does...
It's a nuisance. It throws them off.
It does allow you... Yeah, it does allow a timing that if you do have a teammate that's going to peek there, the T's will be less inclined to be taking position there, perhaps. Get a safer peek for information. So that exists there. Crims looking to do some damage. Can't find too much here. And will be the case that Crims will eventually be spotted for fall back. Get tagged up a little bit on his way out. A little presence. A little love tap there from NIP as he makes his way onto second oranges. The early damage exchange has definitely been won by Fnatic. Rez and Forest in the red. Good position there, safe of any Molotovs. Playing the floor is lava.
Alright then, that's a nice entry from Rez with some support by Forest. Molotovs around the site, exist above them. Oh, that was so much damage with that spray. But 2 versus 4, you won't know that damage was done. And surely you've got to turn tail and run. Fnatic going to lose, well, they weren't in the lead, but NIP will retake the lead with these 4 players alive. Now, there is money to weather the first storm for Fnatic, but they can't take too many L's like this. Otherwise, they'll be back in eco, and then NIP have a chance to start to pull away. So they've got to make a difference in the next round, Fnatic, and tie the score once again.
They're just shooting bodies all over the place. The disrespect.
Swedish banter lords.
The chickens are really annoying though, because like if you're like walking in the apartments, and then you've got a chicken near you, it's just going to be making so much noise. It's not client-side only, is it?
No, I think he's told that chicken to follow him.
Oh.
Because it's standing right in front of him. It walked in as soon as the spawn began. So yeah, he's definitely made a friend with the chicken.
Fair enough.
I hate those chickens.
What's that?
I hate the chickens.
You hate them?
I hate them.
Why do you? But you.
Because they're annoying.
Oh. Nice to eat though.
Yeah.
Big fan of chicken. Eating it, that is. Eating chicken. Anyway.
Thank you for that explanation, Dan.
Yep.
That detail was definitely required.
You're so incredibly welcome to this information.
Stop it, Connor.
We're doing a try
That
cast.
chicken's pissing me off.
We're doing
Just
a
look
try
at
cast
someone else.
with a chicken. Let them talk, James.
There should be a slay chicken command.
Slay all the chickens. Turn them off. Turn off the chickens. Well, we get the smoke on Arch and the boost over the top. That's beautiful. Oh, would you look at that? Get absolutely owned. Electro. Oh, that's a great boost. Got to respect that. Smoke on CT. Forest will walk into B, see if he can get something done. But the AWP is still holding position, and so that'll be the end of him. And now NIP have nowhere to go. They got nowhere to go. What do they do? Do they go Arch? Do they go quad side? I imagine that's for the little pit. The baby pits. Good counter smoke there from the CTs. NIP just have no good options here. Have to force their way into the A bomb site through quads. Jumping out to the bomb site. No way to clear JW. And there it is. That's a great round from Fnatic.
And that's exactly the round they needed. They've put NIP in an awkward position where I wouldn't be surprised to see a force buy. But I would wonder, it would be basically lacking grenades. So I would wonder if they'd have a plan for that. But they will take the better route, play their game with a full buy and just go for the pistols for now. So Fnatic won, thank you Twist. Fnatic won a much needed round. That was very crucial for them in the short term. Long term will depend on the next 2 rounds, but it's getting pretty close now. 20 rounds in, this is round 21. Well-timed smoke from JW, minute 23 on the clock. And Fnatic are not top mid. I wonder if they will be shy to venture up there, although NIP continue their presence. Another smoke down towards Arch. Now, there's no pop flashes for Ninjas in Pyjamas at this point, or grenades of any kind. It's pure numbers game, which Twist will enjoy to start with. Running back towards B bomb site. He's got support from Exist. They're wondering about Banana, but in the meantime, they'll try to put distance between themselves and the swarming NIP players.
The swarm. Ew. The swarm will do some damage. Lecro with a good headshot, and they'll be pushing forwards there. Oh, hello! Twist sticking a knife into Dennis's side, but Dennis will get the kill. Things looking a bit awkward now. Exist not really getting a clean engagement. Grimster try to follow up, and all of a sudden, the A bomb side is under risk, but still with Brolan anchoring the pit position. It's not looking all that likely that they can get into the bomb site for a plant. I have to see if they can make it work, but the bomb is now lost, and Lecro! Surely he saw a pixel there. Apparently not. He's going to get shot in the back. Somebody's going to shoot in the back? No. Okay, well, looks like he might even get a plant hit. Brolan is going to have to peek out eventually. There we go. He'll prevent the plant from going down. That could have been a 1 round if he's actually spotted Brolan there in the pit, but he won't. 11-10 now as Fnatic take control of the match. And this is looking really bad for NIP because they've not found any success so far towards this T side. 1 round has been it so far. They've got to change something. They've got to make a change.
Make that change. Lecro only has a CZ to play with for this round, at least at the beginning. I'm sure he'll be scanning for something if one of his teammates falls. Ooh, that flashbang was very timely for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Grim's getting cheeky, and Rez on the logs will take out Exist. He's looking for information. Information he will find. Straight into his eyeballs. And now, this may be a safe situation for Fnatic. They are heading towards the B bomb site as Ninjas in Pyjamas have not taken it just yet. The smoke is down from the CT side. And they will commit everybody towards B. I like this. 3 players left. Just put them all on one site. If they go the other way, then you can hold on for another buy in the future rather than getting picked apart. Dennis and Get Right holding a potential flank through mid and Boiler. So NIP have advantages. They just need to identify which site they should go towards.
All very quiet as they kill some time, maybe expecting for Fnatic to go for an information play. But Fnatic have 2 major options. Either you do that, you split players on either side, or you stack everybody. And that's what they've gone. And that allows you to just play passive, not give any information away. Twist with the first frag, smoked off, can't find the second through the smoke as the T side start to push onto that B bomb site. JW lays down the fire, the trade comes out eventually. Pop flash through the smoke, Brolan goes for the big play, but he's going to be shut down by Forest, leaving Twist alone as he tries to make this work with the orb through the smoke, but it's not really going his way as he lays in shot after shot, only for Get Right to take him down. 11-11 as NIP finally finds some more success on this second half. And they have actually broken the money of Fnatic. Fnatic can drop a couple guns and force buy this. Brolan can drop at least 2. 2 cheap guns. He gets knocked, drops knocked. A twist, and they go for a half buy.
Keep the money together. Playing for the long term. Don't ruin the economy.
It's a good flash. You can tell that Fnatic understand that the money is not in a good place for Fnatic, so they go for a very fast flash. They're playing a really quick anti-eco around here where they go for the art trap. This is a really effective way to do it. This is a standard you'll see a lot of teams do when they expect an eco. And they've actually done very well here because Twist is AWPing towards Banana, so they've completely avoided him. And that's it. Well done, Dennis. Well done, NIP. Good call from Lekro. That's the round, and they've avoided the AWP. It's kind of a win-win though, because I don't think Fnatic ever expected to win this round, and they at least get the option now to keep the AWP safe.
That would be a great bonus going into the next round for Fnatic. A much-needed one as Ninjas in Pyjamas take the lead again. Getting so close, but it continues to be back and forth. Although Fnatic are not going to get all the money in the world for losing this round, just a $1,900. They will still be lacking, and that's a good reason why this AWP could make so much difference to them, and it does look like it will very likely be saved. A protection racket around Fnatic's Twist, who is holding the AWP in both directions. Early warning system. He'll just hide between his teammates, protect the VIP, take a bullet for the president, and all that. Back on oil rig. And now we're off to oil rig and back in Inferno once again. Also shotgun coming up for JW. Prioritizing the utility with weapons which are still good for the job, although if a rotation is required, he may have problems, but maybe he'll pick up a weapon on the way.
Fast one towards top mid, perhaps, for NIP. As there's actually a flash that's timed very well here because you can see the NIP side are making their way forwards. The flash, the smoke rather, as well, also in good timing as Brolan takes position. And here comes a flashbang. Oh, he looks to go for the spray, but he's going to be sadly disappointed. It's the shotgun in the abs for JW to perhaps get something done here. Very nice, finds the AK on the ground now. Twist with an AWP, good for it as well by the pit position. Where's the trade? Lekker's in for it, he gets more than one. Now it's 2 players from the B-bomb site rapidly making their way towards the A side. The bomb is yet to go down. And before it can even be finished being planted by the T side, Crims goes down as well. So that really shuts Exist out of this round. Nice one from NIP. They're starting to find the rounds now, James, and the momentum on this T side. And the money's gone again for Fnatic.
Yes, and this is the most crucial time to find these rounds, because we're getting to the clutch rounds of the game. We're going to decide who is going to win it, and it keeps going their way. Their third round now in a row. Ninjas in Pajamas. Much better financial situation. Again, it was such a ropey start for Fnatic money-wise in that round prior. Not getting much better for them. Probably eco territory, so fair chance they'll be playing from an 11-14 scoreline. And again, even if they win, there's a reasonable chance that, like if they win the next buy round, there's a reasonable chance that Ninjas in Pajamas will come back the round after that with a stronger buy, even though Fnatic might win that round. So there are a lot of issues for Fnatic to deal with in the round to come. If they can get lucky in parts and win this round with these naked plays and pistols and the 1M4, that would be a fantastic turnaround, but it's not very likely.
Yep. Up onto the half wall. And ECS, oh, he misses the first shot. Trade comes out. Well, that's the rifle gone. And now it's just 4 pistols left. What you gonna do, Fnatic? Looks like NIP are gonna be sailing smoothly to the finish line if things continue this way. Fnatic really will only have one proper buy just to try to prevent this game from going NIP's way. NIP will be taking small map control here, but again, this is the point at which you don't need to do anything complicated. Just all you have to do is just move as a group, as a team, and at this point, Rekko is fine where he is because he's just really suggesting that there still can be players towards A, so that's keeping the players, the CTs, away from the B-bomb side. And even though they can pick up an AK, it's going to be a round for NIP. Bomb down, long spray from Dennis. And that'll be that.
Well, Twist has found himself an AK-47. 2,900 for the loss of this round. Very important money at this point. So Fnatic will be able to field a good buy. But is it too little too late? Looking at the 4th round in a row now for Ninjas in Pajamas. As Twist looks at the fireplace, the fire is long gone. Maybe the fire for Fnatic in this game, this particular match of Inferno, has come and gone, has passed. We'll find out in the next round at the very least. Dennis, does he go towards the kitchen? Oh, he walks into it. If he had run wide, then who knows. 14-11 in favour of NIP. Let's see what the buy looks like for Fnatic. The pugs are out for Twist. And there are M4s for most of the remainder. Brolan on the AK-47. Well equipped are Fnatic. That's a great start from Twist.
He's certainly a safe pair of hands. So again, NIP waiting it out a little bit here. Obviously losing one player is problematic at the beginning of the rounds. They have plenty of utility to try to reconcile that. Retaking Banana, looking to just keep it simple. Again, down a man early, you want to just go in for something together, and they're going to go for the B-bomb side. Losing Res straight away, rotation will start to commence, and these counter grenades are slowing NIP down too much. This is looking really desperate. With a minute left, they do not have to commit towards the B-bomb side necessarily. There are still a bunch of players here for Fnatic. They could just try to wait out those grenades, but looks like they're just going to go with the boost. Garrett will go down, trying to make a play. And this is a slow but sure death here for NIP. You hate to see it. Absolutely flat this round from them. So it's another good example of, I think, NIP's decision, if they lose someone early, to try to pressure and move together somewhere to try to take a bomb site quickly. It's not necessarily a bad decision, but one of the problems is that there's a lot of CT counter grenades, and we can see that the CT counter grenades, the smoke and the incendiaries and so on, that's what really just killed NIP. It just stopped them in their tracks.
Going down to the wire, this one. Still some money after this round for Ninjas in Pajamas. But that is a great test pass for Fnatic. Gives them some breathing room, not much, but Let's see, now it's their turn to string some rounds together. Double HEs from Ninjas in Pyjamas will be avoided by the players of Fnatic towards the B-bomb site. There are 2 players there. Ninjas in Pyjamas have cleared Banana. Now what? We've got 1:23 on the clock. So they can go for the denial of information towards A if that's what they want to do. But Fnatic are already further back. They're not holding Arch. They're playing Graveyard, Short, and the balcony, or under the balcony it seems. Lekra gets his bell rung through the corner of the wall. Twist keeping an eye on the boiler position. When will the peak come in from Dennis? Starting to look top mid now. So again, he's in a position where he can quickly go and see what's going on. You can see the smoke coming towards Arch. Maybe he goes towards boiler, tries to avoid some flashbangs. There is a flash in that boiler position. And a second one. And now they start to stream out. One tag through the corner of the wall. Some support from JW, who falls back. And they've got 4 players now on the A bomb site, but there are 2 guys looking for an entry on B.
They are making their way back with the bomb towards that B bomb site, and it's going to be tough to get in. But only Crims is there. There's a nice setup for a smoke. Oh, he gets annihilated by the orb there. Lekra holds the angle. And if he into the bomb site, this is looking like a really good situation for the Ninjas as they are up against CT retake here. ECS though, he's found himself in forward position. Doesn't let Get Right reposition in towards the back of the bomb site. ECS is posing quite a problem. Is there any grenades here to deal with this? I don't think that there is anything left in the utility bag here for NIP, but still, it's going to be Rez doing some damage. Eventually traded out in this trade after trade, but 3 players there for Fnatic. Well done for them. Bomb did go down though, so that will help NIP greatly. It'll be quite the boon to their economy.
There's so much trolling going on in this game. It's very unusual for a Swedish derby to see this many bodies being sprayed at. So I'm sure they're having some fun in private. Maybe something carrying over from FPL. And now just the 1 round between the 2 teams. And this, we looked at the important rounds for Fnatic, but now they're becoming important for Ninjas in Pyjamas because their money is starting to go into the bin. So if Fnatic make it to 14-14 and NIP don't plant the bomb, then they may find themselves in a very serious predicament despite the $2,000 on res. So these rounds continue to rise in importance. Forest. What in the blazes was that?
Oh my god.
That's just a wipeout. That's the round right there.
Yes,
that's match point.
Yes, it is. Oh god, that's crazy.
I'm just trying to get sentences out, Forest. You can't be doing that.
That was like, I think, well, he killed the first player in like 2 or 3 bullets and then just instantly transferred for a second immediate headshot.
No fear. Just Forest.
That's beautiful. I can't wait to see that again. And again and again. Oh. NIP have the good sense to try to hunt down these remaining players of Fnatic. Money's pretty good though for Fnatic overall. Had some pretty good rounds to secure a strong economy. Brian gets some very solid damage, but he will go down. Twist still alive with the AWP. He's the most important player, and he will live. He's 21 for 16, as you can see there on your screens, but here is the 2K from Forest. That is, you can't make, it can't be cleaner than this. The crazy thing is that he instantly headshots the first guy, I think with the first bullet. Yeah, it looks like the first bullet, and then immediately just snaps onto the other guy. It takes him a moment to realize that he's actually murdered the first guy as well. Beautiful stuff. Forest again. 30 years of age, ladies and gents.
Excellent play from him. But Fnatic, with the rounds they won, the people that survived, they have a good buy for this round. They've got the AWP, the rifles, even an AK on JW. So everybody fighting tooth and nail for this one on both sides. No venture into Banana just yet from Ninjas in Pyjamas. 3-2 set up for Fnatic as the first smoke sails towards the arch position. And there's a counter smoke from Fnatic. So only so much they can expect to do with that arch smoke, NIP. Maybe have your Boiler Lurker make a playthrough, a burst with Lekro. But there are Molotovs as well, so all utility expended by both sides. To what end, though?
Maybe able to take top mids. One smoke left. Oh dear, one smoke left. That's going to be for library, I'd imagine. Just block off that library position. Yeah. That's it. No utility left. Oh, Trey comes in. That's nicely done by Dennis. Very quick. Just looking for the boost there behind the smoke. And Dennis looking for the wrap here. So the B split. Grim's on a very good angle though around the pillar, and he's going to annihilate Dennis. Dink's coming in towards Twist though. Oh, another Dink coming in onto Twist. How much damage can he do? Absolutely nothing. Rez taking him out from the back. Really good push in construction from him. Get right defending from the side as well. Again, they have no utility to defend this bomb site. No smokes to plant on that CT area. And ECS is going to have to make this work. Can't do it. Rez picks him off. Is this going to be it? Yes, it will be. Nicely finished off by Rez. 16-13. A very competitive game of Inferno there from both teams, as you expect in a Swedish derby. But I have to say today, I'm still very impressed by NIP.
Yeah, again, I really feel like this is part of the potential which I think is in this team. They've had a lot of narrow losses in the last, I would even say the last year, to be honest, like a very long time. But I think this is the right roster for them with all the changes that we've seen in the Swedish scene. And I do believe they'll go from strength to strength. And this just might be an indicator of that. Again, much needed W for Ninjas in Pyjamas, one of the teams who are still in contention to make LAN. So these are very key victories, and I'm sure they're taking it very seriously and trying as hard as they can to make the least mistakes. We've seen some important performances from the likes of, well, I mean, Get Right again. He has been playing very well this week and been very important for the team. A number of multi-fragged in previous matches, and he's up there with 20 kills, but Rez with 26 kills at top of the leaderboard. Get Right doing the most damage there with 7 assists as well. Well, that's Inferno in the bag, and NIP continue to move up the table.